Cody, congrats on the win, man. Pretty dominant performance from start to finish. Seemed like that fight was almost on a loop, same sequence going on quite a bit. Talk to me about your performance. How did you think you did in that one?
It was all right. You know, I don't feel like I did my best. A little bit flat-footed, maybe on the feet. A little sloppy, you know. I want to do better, but it's good, you know. One of those nights, one of those weeks, I had some adversity in a sense where I didn't get exactly what I wanted. I had to go almost 3 rounds. I think that's good for me in the long run, to get that pro experience, multiple rounds. The guys that don't go away easily, you know, different exchanges, different sequences. I'll learn from it.
You talked about the adversity. What do you think it was specifically that prevented you from being able to get him out of there earlier?
I don't know. I mean, he was tough. I was landing some heavy shots. I was surprised. Any one of those, I thought he's going to go limp. And he hung in there. I cut him, landing elbows, heavy shots from the top. He was tough.
Yeah. And the referee for this fight was Yves Levine. He's obviously a very legendary ref. This is the first time he's repped a major fight since October 2019. A lot of people thought this fight should have been stopped sooner. Were you surprised that it wasn't stopped before?
Yeah, in the second round, I thought he was going to stop it. I mean, I was landing like double digits in a row without, he wasn't even moving. He was just taking. I thought it was going to be stopped, but it is what it is. I can't focus on that stuff. I'm just in there to hit him and hurt him until the ref stops it.
For sure. And I guess, where do you go from here? What do you think's next? Like, is there anything you have to go back to the drawing board and really try to focus on and improve on?
Everything. I mean, I didn't finish him until the end of the 3rd round, so everything.
And are you trying to get back in there sooner rather than later? Take some time off? What do you think?
Sooner. I'm going to go home for the holidays. Spend some time with my family for Christmas and New Year's. And then I'll be back to the gym in January and right back to it.
Thanks, man. Jim?
Yeah, congratulations. You started off with using the kicks, trying to get some punches in, doing that. I know you want to be well-rounded. Was that just the mindset going in, let me do things, and then you'll see when to use your wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just fighting. Whatever happens, happens. I'm in there to fight. When I feel good on the feet, I'm going to keep it on the feet. When I feel like, all right, let's mix it up a little bit, I'll take it to the ground. I don't have a set game plan. I just feel it out and go with the flow, you know. It's working out so far.
In that first round, you saw the opening and then you went for it. When you took him down, you had him down. Did you know, okay, I'm in control of this fight now. Yeah. This is my fight. Let me take a while.
After the first takedown, I felt that, you know, it was very easy to get the takedown. I knew right there and then, okay, no matter what happens, I can always take him down. And he's not getting up either. You know, there was no threat of him getting up there once. So it makes it comfortable for me. You know, I know, like I said earlier, I control where the fight goes.
And then what was it like having Mo in your corner and just what he was telling you and just following what he was saying?
Yeah, Mo's the man. He's just got so much knowledge and experience in the sport. So when he tells me something, I listen, you know. He knows what's going on there. He sees everything. So I tried my very best to listen and execute what he was telling me to do.
Keith? Cody, it's Keith Schilling from Sherdog. First of all, congratulations on the victory. I think you're being really hard on yourself because I thought you looked sensational tonight. And I was one of those guys on Twitter bashing the referee. I thought the stoppage was way too late. First of all, I want to bring up the stand-up. The broadcast team said that they thought it was pretty even. John McCarthy said it to you in the cage. I don't think it was even at all. I thought you were having your way with the stand-up. Do you agree with me, or do you feel like it was kind of even?
I agree with you, man. He landed like two like baby jabs. They felt like baby jabs. They felt very light. 2 light ones that just kind of like, okay, he touched me. But I felt like I was landing those kind of punches where you don't feel it in your hands, which I think are the hard ones. I had a nice spin uppercut, a couple overhand rights, some good leg kicks. I knew they were hurting him. Some head kicks that he was just catching with one hand. I felt like I was beating him on the feet. That's why I shot for the takedown, not because I felt like it was close, because that's the time to shoot. I'm piecing him up on the feet. Now he's thinking about the strikes, take the shot. So, I don't know. I'll feel better when I watch it back probably, every time, even after sparring.
Sure, like I said, I agree with you. I thought you looked great on the feet. My last question, I know you've probably been asked this before, and I apologize for asking it again, but when a fighter ends their collegiate wrestling career, you know, there's kind of 3 avenues to go. One avenue is to go the international scene with the freestyle and Greco. The other one is coaching, and then the third avenue is MMA. What attracted you to MMA?
I've wanted to do MMA since I was like 13 or 14 years old. Like I've said before, I used to watch it growing up in my uncle's garage watching GSP fights, seeing the crowd go nuts for him, and I knew this is what I want to do. So there was no question about it. As soon as I finished nationals, my very first thought while at the arena was time to start training MMA.
Donna?
Hey Cody, congratulations on a great win. Talk to me a bit about what's next for you. Are you sticking around at featherweight, or are you considering maybe at some point going back up to sort of 155 and seeing how you do in those higher weight classes?
Well, do I look too big for 45?
Well, you look big in there tonight. You certainly looked a whole lot more powerful, and you would complete. You had your way with him on the ground. So yeah, I would say I could see you up at 55.
Someday. I'm making 45 right now. I'm young, so right now is the time to make it. As I grow, when I get too big for 45, I'll go up to 55. I definitely want to fight them both.
You mentioned there that you had some adversity. Were you talking about just in the cage, or was there a tough week this week?
Yeah, it was just one of those weeks, you know. It happens. Every little things, nothing major, nothing, world-changing, but just those little nagging things that happen. This doesn't go right. Something comes late. This goes wrong. I'm having trouble with this. Whatever you think. The room's too cold. Whatever it is. One of those weeks. But as it was happening, I said to myself, this is just preparing me for that world championship fight when something crazy happens. I'll be ready, It's just these little things that it's good for me to go through.
The vaccine is here. It's just been approved. Are you hoping that the next fight you do, maybe no quarantine before it when you arrive at the hotel?
That'd be amazing. We'll see what happens.
John Eric?
Hey, Cody, I believe it was the second round, there was a submission attempt that you went for, and at one point I don't think it was kind of in there, and that Eagle thing was kind of checking it out to make sure Kenny was still awake there. Just how tight was that choke, and did you think that you had it locked in there and that you had it done there?
Yeah, that's my choke. I really should have finished that. I don't know what went wrong, but I heard him breathing, so I knew it wasn't in. And so eventually after, I gave it a good squeeze, but when I heard him breathing, I let go and went to mount.
Thanks, congratulations on the win too.
Thank you.
Last one, Luis.
Hi. It was a very dominant performance. This was your part victory in Bellator. How important is for you to finish the year with this winning streak? And when do you want next?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't ever want to lose, so it's very important for me to win. And it's important for me to get finishes as well. My arms were getting tired from all those ground and pound shots, but I knew, man, I had to push it. I wanted to get that finish. 15 seconds left. I gutted it out and got the finish. I'm looking to get back in there not long from now. I want to keep it rolling.
All right, thanks for the time, Cody. Congrats on the win.
All right, thank you, guys.